Howdy, friends. Well, slap on your chaps, give heed to your steed, because it is time for Nashville. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Lindy's Stitches. I'm here wearing the goose sweater, and you know what that means. We are starting off one of the most exciting video series of the year, Nashville Shopping List. If you're new to the needlework world, we cross-stitchers got real excited at the beginning of March. The Nashville Needlework Market is a trade show for the needlework world. How many times can I say needlework? Cross-stitch designers, fabric dyers, floss dyers, and all sorts of goodie manufacturers come together in Nashville to present some new and exciting wares for your perusal. Now, you don't get to go to Nashville. That makes me sad, but I get to bring you along with me as we look through all this new stuff. So you have one job and one job only. That is to sit back, relax, work on your project, and we are going to peruse the goodies as they roll out. This video series usually lasts, 7 to 10 volumes, so you've got a good stream of entertainment coming your way. Annie, our maker of beautiful things here at Lindy's Stitches, put together a cute, adorable Nashville shopping list PDF for you. You can find that down below. You might want to have it ready on your stitching table as you watch these videos. Lindy Stitches is shopping the Nashville Needlework Market for you, which means you can go on our website at any point and the Nashville stuff is front and center. You can peruse through it at any time. There's probably newer stuff even than on this video because it takes me a while to edit, meaning, we probably threw more stuff up on it. So leave our homepage on a tab on your computer. There's exciting stuff happening. Last year we shipped our market orders all within a week. Everyone had a shipping notice with tracking. We also merge orders, so you can place any Nashville order from now until when we come home with the goods, and we combine your order into one and we refund the extra shipping charges. So it's a risk-free shopping experience. If you're not ready to shop or you just want to put tabs on things, we also have a wish list function on our website, meaning you can save things for later and just decide where you want to spend your precious dollars. A very smart decision. So we hope you will shop with us for Nashville Needlework Market. We love and appreciate our customers. Without further ado and more chatter, let's look at some new stuff. Now, if you don't know who the queen of starting the Nashville Hubble is, it's Jeannine McGowan of the Blue Flower. She is known for releasing her cross-stitch designs before anyone else. She kind of hits that first home run and the rest of us scramble around the bases trying to figure everything out. That is an apt metaphor. I'm going to let her finish this video. We're going to do that hers last. She can go ahead and be the grand finale of volume 1. Let's start with who landed in my inbox just this morning. It was my friends over at Fox and Rabbit. They've been busy over there. Not only do we have two new colors of linen coming out for this market, but there are a slew of new designs, and they are all more gorgeous than the last. Here are the two new linen colors for this year from Fox and Rabbit. They are called Sandcastle and Castle Wren. Now, when I'm talking about Nashville products, they will already be on the screen. I'm not going to put bells that will be constantly dinging or anything, because I want you to just sit and have fun. If I'm talking about a product, you can pop your head up, it will be on the screen. Here's Sandcastle and Cactus Wren. I cannot wait to get these in my hands and also to take our high quality Lindy Stitches photos of them because I love doing that. Sandcastle and Cactus Wren are not available for pre-order simply because we can't pre-order these. We stand in line and we wish and we hope. So we are going to stock this product while we are at Nashville after we have the linen in our hands. We do not like selling things that we are not sure we can get our hands on. And so if you're interested in these colors of linen, you can go ahead and click the Notify Me button on our website. And while we're in Nashville, Those might pop up as stocked items. You can add those to your order. Let's go through the beautiful charts from Fox and Rabbit. First up, we have Floral Fantasy. Okay. Beautiful. This is a big sampler. It's stitched on 40 count ballet slippers by Fox and Rabbit. It's $297 by $365, and it is stitched in color and cotton, but it also has a Weeks Dye Works conversion, as well as DMC, so you've got plenty of floss options with that sampler. Next up, we have the first in a series. This one is called A Gathering of Acorns, and it is going to be a 4-season series. This is the first, and it's the fall edition. This cute, sweet little lady and her giant acorn house and her pet squirrel, whose name is probably Nutsy. Okay, Elizabeth Cheevan's 1869 sampler and pinwheel. We have 2 sampler and pinwheel sets. Now, I don't have a picture of the pinwheel, so I'm interested in perhaps bothering someone for that. This is Elizabeth Cheevan's. This is for those of you who love funky florals and a great red brick house. This is a gorgeous sampler. 217 by 219, so almost a perfect square. Love me a perfect square sampler because it's so easy to order a frame for them. The floss for this one is Weeks Dye Works, and then it does have this coordinating project called a pinwheel. We're gonna have to do more research on that. Research! Forthcoming. Fanny Collins 1853 is the next installment. This one also has a coordinating pinwheel project that goes in the sampler. This is gorgeous. I really love this one because I love a funky bird. We've got butterflies, we've got the dog that's chasing a rabbit, and I love that the dog and the rabbit are like the same size because wouldn't that be awesome in real life? I really like that lacy looking tree in the middle. It's just a gorgeous sampler. Fox and Rabbit is also releasing Audie's Pink House. This is a smaller one than these Mondos we've been discussing. This is 137 by 79, stitched on hog bristle linen. Love a pink house. That is so pretty. We have Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. Butterflies and Blooms. Now this is kind of a 2-parter. There's 2 separate projects that are the Butterflies and Blooms releases. They don't come together, but this is the Butterflies and Blooms sampler. Now, I really like this. Normally, I don't love the whole like perfect mirror image going on a sampler because I just know I will get bored, but I think this is really, really pretty. It's visually very pleasing to the eye. Gorgeous. It's in Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. And then, doesn't come together, it's a separate purchase, but look at this. It's the Butterfly and Blooms Needlebook. This is beautiful. I want to see the inside. Karen, also put that on the list. Put that on the list for my research. The Butterfly and Blooms Needlebook. It looks like they took that gorgeous butterfly from the sampler and then made a needlebook out of it. So pretty. 71 by 51, so not a huge project, but absolutely gorgeous. It comes with instructions as well as the template for that oval. And then lastly, for now, for Fox and Wabbit, because there's another one coming that we don't have a picture of, and we'll stick that one up when we get it. We have A Breath of Spring. I love this funky little sampler. Those clover leaf type flowers around the borders look like they would be really fun and easy to stitch. And loving that skinny dog. We got a beehive. We got a shepherd's hook. I don't know what else we could want. Beautiful flower urn in the middle. Just funky and cute and perfectly spring. Let us give them a round of applause. Fox and Rabbit. Good job. Now, speaking of new linen colors, there is definitely some new linen that you can pre-order on the website, and that is just because we were able to pre-order it. We know how much we're going to be able to get our hands on. So if you would like to reserve some fiber on a whim, you should do that ASAP because our numbers are already in and it's just gonna sell out. They came out with 3 gorgeous new colors. I have 2 of them in person here in front of me. Let's talk about the one I don't have in person. and that is Smoky Quartz. This is what this color looks like. Really, really gorgeous. Really versatile. It says it's between DMC 03 and 647. We do have DMC equivalents for all of the new Fiber on a Whim colors, so if you have your DMC collection, you can always pull those colors and, okay, is this something I'm interested in or not? So that is Smoky Quartz. I have to say, I love these other two colors so much, seeing them in person. Gorgeous. Here is Gray Spinel. I think that's how you say it. Very, very pretty. It is a very light purpley gray, and it has some gorgeous yellowish modeling on it, but it is not overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, if you stood pretty far back, you wouldn't even see it. I really appreciate Fiber on a Whim's modeling because it usually isn't very in your face, but it's just enough to where when you're stitching on it, it's like so pleasing to just see the little color variations that happen in the linen. So this is Gray Spinel. And then, my favorite, I don't know if you all will agree, but this is called Dolomite. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry, but no one does light pink coral tan like Fiber on a Whim, because this is getting stitched on 100%. This is a gorgeous light tanny pink. It's so pretty. If you have like Persimmon by Fiber on a Whim in your stash, it's a lighter version of Persimmon. And I know Persimmon can be a little bit much. Not everyone is crazy about pinky tan. Not everyone is in their pinky tan era like myself. But this one is a little less in your face pinky tan. We also have some Atomic Ranch fabrics up for pre-sale. We already have our numbers in for these, so they're for sure going to sell out within the next couple weeks because we didn't order a gross amount. They're more of an expensive item because they are a 4-pack of 4 quarters. So you're in essence ordering a yard of fabric altogether and whatever your preferred count is. But they're 4 beautiful spring colors, and if you'd like to just infuse your fabric stash with some saturated springtime jazz, this would be the way to go. Let's talk about the cookbook. The cookbook was one of our best-selling products last year. Y'all went gaga over the cookbook, and for good reason. These are such a fun thing to add to your Nashville Needlework order because not only do they have a ton of charts in, there's a ton of charts in this cookbook, but there's also good recipes. I have a favorite from every cookbook that I've acquired from my years in Nashville. I have things that I add to my regular cooking rotation. So it's just something fun and unique to throw in. This year's cookbook has 53 charts inside. 53. Holy cow. That is a ton of cross-stitch charts. It's $12. We're gonna sell out full show. It is gonna be hot. We also are going to be doing a fun cookbook activity in our upcoming virtual event post-market. I will tell you more about that event in forthcoming videos, but we're gonna do like cooking recipe reviews from the Nashville Needlework Cookbook. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be super fun. So make sure you pick up one of those. 53 charts. Let's talk Twin Peak Primitives, bringing 7 new charts to the market this year. It is a wide range of styles and subject matter. So let us dive into this diverse offering. First up, we have Anarchy Boar 1801, a gorgeous red sampler for all you rooster gals out there. We have our rooster chickens lady feeding the chickens, and red floss. And sometimes that's all some of you need is for to be in red. So there you go. There's your red sampler for the year. Next up, we have Quirky Fractor. Twin Peak Primitives has like a quirky series. Some of you went gaga over Quirky Critters. All the titles are hard for me to say. This is Quirky Fractor. You get 9 cross-stitch patterns in this book. I don't have a picture showing all 9, but you can see a selection there in the front. Looks like we have old-timey guys and gals and birds. Next up, we have Jane Austen Quaker. This is a pattern that has Jane Austen there at the top, and it has the titles of all her works on the bottom. Here's an adorable little spring drum. It is called Bunny's Favorite, and I love the colors used in this one. And of course, there's strawberries because now there's strawberries everywhere, and we love it. This one is 97 by 88, and it looks like some of you have already wish listed this one. We have more happy chemicals for you. This one is Endorphin, and it is a jar of puppies. For all you dog people out there, there's your jar of dogs. I know you were asking for it, and Nurse Sun, the designer of Twin Peak Primitives, she heard you. There you go. We also have Two Sisters cross-stitch pattern. This is a little sampler. Two sisters and their goats in their mustard yellow dresses. They are hanging out with their goats and their flowers. And then lastly, my favorite, and I think your favorite as well, based on the wish list numbers, we have a float. And this is your favorite for a good reason. I love this one. I love the imagery of this awesome whale who is sailing the 7 seas. And I love the colors, you know, orange and teal. Yes, sign me up, please. This is gorgeous. It's stitched on 32 count Weeks Dye Works tin roof. Which we have in the shop. We have Weeks Dye Works, all Zweigert based Weeks Dye Works, none of the old based, but I love tin roof. It's such a fun, there's a reason why these colors pop, and it's probably because of the tin roof linen. That color is so fun to bounce colors off of. Moving on. Over 20 designers at this year's market have come together to do a collaborative project called Night Garden. Now, I'm very excited to see the results of this behind-the-scenes scheming of over 20 of our friends. So we're talking everyone from Fox and Rabbit, Kathy Barrick, Shaded Stitchery, Ink Circles, Counting Puddles. I can't list them all. There's 20 of them. Top Knot, Robin, Stitchy Pros, Tiny Modernist, Artsy Housewife. You get the point. A lot of cool people decided they were going to use the same color palette, and it is a palette of 4 colors, I'm putting it on the screen now, of Threadworks flosses. So we have the Threadworks color pack up for sale in the shop. It is $20, and that is because these are 20 yard skeins of each of these Threadworks colors. Now, if you haven't stitched with Threadworks before, it's an overdyed cotton. It feels similar to, who does it feel similar to? It feels like Classic Colorworks to me, about the same thickness and how it feels. Beautiful threads to stitch with, but how is this a collaborative project? All these patterns from these 20 designers, some of which are like paid designs, so you have to buy them, some of which will be freebies. Blue Flower is releasing a freebie with these colors. They've only used these 4 colors in their designs. So if there's a few designers on that list that, you know, they're your faves, you might want to go ahead and pick up this thread pack because they're going to be releasing a design with these colors. And these colors only. It's not like these colors plus other things. Am I making any sense? And because they're 20 yard skeins, you can hopefully cover a few of those designers using one thread pack. Hey, have you ever wanted to take a class on specialty stitches, but you're just not a retreat goer and you cannot catch the specialty stitch queen of them all in your area? I'm talking about Janette Douglas. She's the queen of specialty stitches. She's taught 2 specialty stitch classes at the Jingle Ball. And if you haven't caught those classes, or you are just interested in diving into specialty stitches more yourself, here you go. You can do it in the comfort and pace of your own home. Janette Douglas is releasing a much coveted project called My Stitching Album. This is like a complete course on how to do specialty stitches. And Janette, I call her the queen because she's so good at making it very simple. These stitches that can be intimidating to many stitchers, they feel discombobulated when they look at fancy stitches. Janette will give you everything you need in this. Really, I'm assuming this is a huge book because it probably is. She's so good at diagrams and explaining things. This is called My Stitching Album, as I said, and it is a project that has many pages in it. So you make this little book. It's like your little sampler of specialty stitches. And at the end, you have this beautiful book showcasing your beautiful new skills. Now, this is kind of pricey book. It's $92, but if you go and look on the website at the gorgeous stitching and all these 3D amazing stitches, it's like getting a whole retreat class, and you get to keep it forever as this great reference in your stitching library. So we're very excited that this is coming out, My Stitching Album. Janette Douglas will have more designs forthcoming, but we need to get our pre-order in for this item in particular. She does live in Canada, so we need to get our numbers in pretty quickly. So if you're interested, in that item, make sure you go check it out in short order. We have one more designer to cover before we launch into the queen, the blue flower. Let's talk about samplers and primitives. Now, I think this is a newer designer, and I know we covered this designer in our Stash Fest series. Some of you really enjoyed her like Winds of Autumn, Winds of Winter, I can't remember now. Samplers. She has an interesting look. So let's go over what she's got. We have a Patriotic Bouquet. I really like this one. I think it's really classy and pretty, and it kind of looks like Blackbird designs to me. Next up, we have the Butterfly Sampler. Is there like a butterfly theme going on? Let's keep our eyes out because I'm seeing a lot of butterflies. We already covered a couple butterflies from Fox and Rabbit. The Butterfly Sampler, I love the colors of this one. Very luminescent, don't you think? I mean, those pinks and those greens are kind of bright. 219 by 263, DMC, Gentle Arts, Classic Color Works, kind of a mix of everything. I really like it. Look at those funky parrots. Next up, we have a cute little pillow called Sweet Spring. Next up, Bee High Sampler. There's a couple bee pieces from Samplers and Primitives, and this is one of them. We have a beautiful alphabet, big old bee there in the corner. Let's talk about the second bee piece. This is called The Voice of the Garden, and if I had to guess, I would say this will be this designer's bestseller. I think this is really gorgeous. I like the 3D effect on the bee there. Very beautiful. It says the hum of bees is the voice of the garden. Gorgeous, a mix of flosses. It's 132 by 208. And then lastly from this designer, this is The Spring Begins. Very cute. Love a good lawn full of sheep, you know. Wouldn't you love your lawn to be just full of sheep one day? You go out to get the mail and it's like, oh, there's fluffy sheep everywhere. That never happens to me. I like this brick house. It has some different colors going on in it, which would make it more interesting to stitch. All right, enough farting around. Let's get to the blue flower. The blue flower has 5 designs coming out. Buckle your seatbelts and put your spurs on. Here's Dutch Tulips. This is a beautiful piece. It is stitched on a beautiful linen from Fiber on a Whim called Spicy Mustard. And I have heard that Spicy Mustard has a following. Are you one of the spicy mustard enthusiasts? It's 102 by 122. I love it in this curvy frame. I love that it's spring, but it's not like pastel pink and blue. It's really pretty. We have floss packs ready for this design. There's just a couple weeks dye works and classic color works, so it's an inexpensive pattern to kit up. Next up is Heart of the Mountains. This is in her Seasons of the Heart series, and I have looked at every blue flower design there is to look at, other than, you know, busting into her computer and looking at her drafts or something crazy like that, but don't put it past me. This is my favorite of the Seasons of the Heart series, and I don't just say that because it's new. I don't know anyone that can put so many animals charted beautifully in such a small amount of space. How is there this many animals in a space of 101 by 80 stitches? You tell me, because I have no idea. How is it so pretty and it's so small? Okay, we've got the lazy daisies on the left. We've got a bear, a cougar, a bald eagle, a mountain goat, a bluebird, a hummingbird, and a squirrel, and some other bird on the bottom. Like, how? A butterfly, mountains, fields. Next up, I'm sure you have seen the very familiar sampler motif of the berry bowl. Well, how about we don't do berries, we do birdies. This is called Birdie Bowl. Jeannine, really? How? This is so cute. Apparently it has hit a lot of your wish lists so far. It's 128 by 75, stitched on 40 count hazelwood from Fiber on a Whim, but you can put it on any neutral. And I always say everything looks good on green or blue, so you can put this on anything in your stash. This is going to look amazing because look, the focus is on all these glorious birds, and on my research list is also the fact that those are, I don't recognize a couple of those birds, but I'm pretty sure those are all actual bird species. These are not like made up birds. These are so cute. We're saving my favorite for last, which means next we need to talk about the big whopper from Jeannine McGowan, Baby Animals. A moment of silence. Okay, how about 4 tiers of animals with their babies? What else could you need in life other than 3 little baby raccoons climbing a tree? Or perhaps a baby capybara, an elephant, moose, a penguin? Take your pick. There's so many animals in this sampler. So beautiful. So there's 4 habitats. There's a habitat in each tier. It's so good. It's 258 by 321. So it's a biggin, and it's beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to see it in person. And we have floss packs for that design ready as well. Lastly, my favorite, Pigeon and Puddle. Okay. I think this is the perfect spring design. I mean, I don't know how much better it could get than a pigeon in galoshes doing a little Narcissus moment of looking at himself in the puddle. It's so good. Okay, let's talk info. 102 by 73, so it's not huge, and I appreciate that too because there's so many things. It's stitched on 40 count sleeping bear linen, which we should have in the shop soon. It has DMC and cottage garden threads. We are working on getting floss packs for this design. I just need to hammer out the details before I put it up, but so cute. I cannot take it. So as I look at Pigeon and Puddle, I'm just going to use this design to transition into telling you that we are going to have a short virtual event on March 28th and 29th called Nash Dash Startathon. where we're just gonna get together and start something from Market. And that pigeon is like my top contender for starting ASAP. The Nash Dash Start-a-thon is going to be like some of our other virtual events. You can attend it from the comfort of your stitching chair. You can purchase a ticket now. I just randomly turned the ticket page on. Come join us. The idea is like start something, and we're just gonna like get together and have fun. Do we need another reason to have a party than that we got new goodies in the mail? You don't have to start something from Nashville. You don't really have to start anything at all between me and you. Just come and stitch and have fun. That is all we had to cover today, but you know there's more goodies coming, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can join our newsletter as well. We are sending that out frequently with all the new stuff. I love you guys, and I hope you're well. If I could, I would give you a really big, warm, goose-covered hug. Until Volume 2, have a great week. See you later, friends. Yeehaw. If you're sad and you need some stash, let us go down to Nashville.